Fucking hell, Jesus Christ, what was that from Manchester United? Absolutely fucking disgraceful in my eyes from Manchester United. We've somehow managed to scrape through this game on penalties, and that was, to me, that's a disgrace. And some of them players want to be fucking absolutely ashamed of themselves. No disrespect to Rochdale, they're 17th in League One. This was a team that Manchester City beat only a week or so ago with their under-21 team. This is a fucking joke, Manchester United. It really is. Now, the only positive you can take from the game, Mason Greenwood continues his good form. Best player at Manchester United. I've said this for a long while. He should have been starting long ago for Manchester United. Last season, when Ollie come in and started winning games consecutively in the FA Cup against Reading, should have banged him in the team. And he would probably be even better for it now. But good job he is getting game time, and he has to start the next one against Arsenal. There is no excuse now. Some of these players want to have a hard look at themselves in the mirror. That's Jesse Lingard, that's bloody Andreas Pereira. Horseshit performances all season long from these players. You cannot keep starting these guys. They are letting Manchester United down time and time again. But we still put a team out that should be good enough to put these away 1-2, probably 2-0 at least in this game. Paul Pogba has returned from injury to play in this game, but it's not only you can't just only blame him. The other players have just been absolutely horrendous as well. I mean, it's just an absolute shit show. I mean, is Chong going to is he going to make it at Manchester United? I've always had my concerns, but so far in the two games he's been ended up getting taken off, which isn't great news when you're looking to cement your place in the team. I mean, I don't know what Ollie Solskjaer is actually doing with the squad. If he's just making up the team sheet on the given day. I mean, I don't have a fucking clue. But Manchester United should be doing better than this, a lot better than this, and it isn't good enough for Manchester United. We should have been 1-0 down at one point. Wan-Bissaka clearing one off the line. I know we've had chances ourselves. They didn't even have a shot on goal in the first half. But I'm obviously pleased that Manchester United have gone through. I do not want to see this Manchester United team get knocked out of this cup, because it gives some young players a chance again, but we haven't had the chance tonight, which is disappointing to see James Garner get any chance, because Manchester United haven't been leading convincingly yet again. And I was hoping that maybe Manchester United could, when I didn't see he was starting, that maybe Manchester United could be maybe a couple of nil up at some stage in the game and maybe bring him on for the last 20-25 minutes. But it's never to be with Manchester United. It really isn't. We've seen Brandon Williams though come on in the second half for Phil Jones, who again's got injured. I mean, I'm not being horrible to Phil Jones at all. No disrespect that he's got injured, but that may be a blessing in disguise for the fact that Brandon Williams will hopefully get his chance again now in the squad for the Europa League game next week on Thursday. I would hope so anyway, because we've got a game on the Monday against Arsenal and then another game again on the Thursday. So you would expect him to have to make a lot of changes for that AZ game. And I just don't know where Manchester United are going under Solskjaer. I don't know what's happened to Manchester United. It has been so fucking shit. But the only positive is that we've got through the tie. That is the only positive you can take. We've scored all our penalties, which is a positive as well, because Manchester United have been so horseshit in scoring penalties this season and last season for ages. So they are the only positives that Manchester United got through. We scored all our penalties and Mason Greenwood scored. Besides that, you cannot take any. I mean, you can always take a positive out of a game when you've won. I mean, winning is the main object of a game of football for Manchester United. We've got to win the game first and foremost. But still, this is just not good enough for Manchester United. Real question marks are going to be asked. And if we play this horseshit again against Arsenal, I'm sorry, we're going to get laughed at. We're going to get humiliated, because this is just fucking terrible. I don't know what more to say. Anyway, that is my thoughts. Mason Greenwood for scoring the goal, man of the match. I don't know what else to say, but this guy should be starting every week. He's Manchester United's best player by far. And he's potentially world class. We know that. He will be world class. We know that. And as I've said for so long, should be starting games for Manchester United on a regular basis now. I mean, fuck all these bloody Jesse Lingard and Pereira cunts. They need to fuck off out this club. They really do, because they're useless cunts. I mean, Jesse Lingard's got his first assist, I think, in 2019 against fucking League One I mean, fucking hell. This is just fucking horseshit. It really is. Rochdale at fucking 17th in the league, and he's got his first fucking assist of the flipping year. I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesse Lingard and players like that should be taking these games by the scruff of their neck. England international and shouldn't be in the... I mean, Mason Greenwood should be ahead of him in the fucking England pecking order. Really should. It is absolute joke. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, what you think. Where can Manchester United go from here? I mean, it's just not good enough for Manchester United. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.